you're good.
Well, that's kind of cool. Or
4.
We are here, guys. It's 1 p.m. on a Tuesday.
What's going on?
Y'all tell me. Who do we have? Who do we have with us today, Andrew?
That's JB from Vector.
How you guys
That
doing
is
today?
JB.
Yeah, man. No, we're just
He's right here.
That's us.
That's it. No, so real quick before we get into today's topic, these are my dad's lures, right?
Dude, I've seen your post.
I've got like a very few handful of these left, right? And they had these old silver chrome hooks that were just not. I mean, you can bet on your fingers. So I switched these out to the Tornado treble.
Nice.
And these things are mean, right? It's absolutely mean. I only stabbed myself 13 times.
That's not bad.
These hooks on. No, it's great. It's great.
I don't see any blood anywhere, so that's good. Is that why you have a red shirt? Is that shirt just covered in blood?
Funny story. I love ketchup and I hate blood, and both of them find me all the time. So yeah, no. So today we're talking about the 100 best bass lakes in the United States, and it was recently ranked out by Bassmaster. And Joe, what are your thoughts on this right now? Like, have you had time to look at it?
Yeah, I looked at the southeastern region, being that that's where we're at. I don't know, man. I think the top 10 is close. I don't know. And it was one of those things where if you haven't,
the top 10 for the Southeast.
Yeah, you've done the top 10, end all be all.
The whole thing. Yeah, like
where are we at? What's going on?
I don't even know where Florida's at.
Wow, we're not in the top 10 at all.
We didn't make it, guys. We didn't
Not
make
even
it.
In the southeastern. Oh, there we are.
Fellsmere. Oh, of course,
Fellsmere. Yeah, but wouldn't you think that would make top 10 like in the U.S.? Dude, that lake is. Yeah.
Fellsmere should have made top 10 in the U.S. Honestly, it's not messed up yet.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You keep spraying down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know why Rodman's there. Rodman's tough. It's only good like part of the year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I felt about when I seen Rodman up there. I know Toho's in there. Is Okeechobee still in there?
It's number 12 in the Southeast. Which we need to talk about that one tonight, and we'll kind of get to that. We've got Mike Krause from Okeechobee Fishing Headquarters coming on tonight, so that'll be a good one to talk about.
Yeah, he'll shed a little light on that, and I think we're going to have him back to really dig into it. So, yeah, it's I got mixed emotions, man. I got mixed emotions. I don't know why Fellsmere wasn't higher. That's
JB's over here quietly campaigning for Lake Talquin. So tell us your thoughts on Talquin. We're gonna put you on the spot on this.
I mean, pretty much any time of the year you can go out and drop 25 to 30 pounds. So I don't know why.
Any time of the year,
pretty much. If you know where you're going, I mean, right now. I mean, you saw the pictures last week. We're doing our Thursday night tournaments. We had 3 fish last week that was 1948 and got second. Week before we had 3 fish that was 1879. I mean, we're calling 5-pounders at 6:30 and we started at 6. So.
That's insane.
That's crazy. I do a little Wednesday night tournament, and we hit Poga, and I think like 12 pounds won with 3 fish. So for you guys, so what was first place again?
1968, and then we had 1948. Last year we came in with 20 pounds and got third.
Wow. Ooh.
Guy had 3 fish for 22, 3 fish for 21, and we had 3 fish for 20. Like I said, and our best 5 was 27, 28.
Oh, that's 3 fish?
Oh, yeah, that was 3 fish.
Okay. Yeah, yes, 3 fish tournaments. Yeah.
Wait a second.
No.
That's respectable.
No, that's a 3
I was like, dang, like the average on that's like the 7 pounds. What was big fish? Was there a big fish pot?
Big fish right there.
Show that.
There's 3 for 19 right there.
Yeah, that's the one I seen.
My biggest one that night was 6'9", but big fish for the night was 7'9". Last year when the guy had the 23, he had, and it was crazy. He had a 9, an 8, and like a 5, and he's like, oh, I lost one that was probably 10 or 11 on the side of the boat. But But there's
What
a couple
a dirty
guys.
30 with 3
I mean,
fish.
Brent that's with Bass Assassins. He just dropped 33 pounds up. He's 17 years old, dropped 33 pounds there a couple weeks ago.
That's 5 though, right?
That was 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if that's
Yeah, if he
3.
catches 3,
Hold on.
I'm
Yeah,
calling.
I'm done with fishing. I'll do something else.
But yeah, I mean,
It's a good lake.
It's only 8,800 acres, so obviously it doesn't get, and it's in Podunk, Quincy, Florida. So no, it doesn't get the recognition that the Big O does or the Harris Chain, because the pros don't come there. I mean, they do come there. You see them come in and out of there all the time. They stop by there to fish. We're only 22 minutes from Lake Seminole, so
which is on the list, right?
Do I know?
And Lake Seminole made the list, I believe. In the southeastern.
Be surprised.
Lake Seminole.
Yeah. I want to say I saw it on there.
It's got to be up. Yeah, number
17.
Yeah. That's crazy. But there's a lot of little lakes. Like, that's the beauty about Florida, man. We have a few little lakes down here that 30-pound bags are not out of the ordinary, you know?
Oh, no.
You know, you got to have at least 25 on a 5-fish tournament or you're not even placing, you know?
Oh, yeah. There's been times on Seminole, you come in, you're like, oh, I got 23, 24 pounds. We're good. You don't even cash a check. You're like, what'd you get, 17?
Negative, Maury.
And that's just on a local, like, real money tournament. That's not the big boys coming in there. That's just 50 of us out there. And top 25, I'll bring in 25 plus pounds. Trust me, it's sickening. It'll break your heart sometimes.
It really will, man. Nothing sucks worse than, like you said, rolling up with like 25 pounds. You're like, heck yeah, bro. We got at least top 3 and then immediately get crushed.
But yeah, it's like Thursday we get out and I was like, what's leading it? They're like 13. I was like, oh, we got that 2 fish. You know, so we weigh in and I wasn't even paying attention and they started calling off numbers and they're like, second place, JB Wiggins, David Boyd. I'm like,
yes.
who beat us? Because third place was like 14 pounds and then they had 219. I was like, and of course, there's the one guy that always beats us. That dude put more 30-pound bags together on that lake than I'll probably ever see.
That's crazy. What's the go-to up that way? Like, what's some of the primary techniques for that lake? I've never fished. I've heard of it and heard nothing but good things, honestly. And you're just another example of that. But
this time of year, we're fishing points and ledges and big worms, big shaky heads, big crankbaits.
Yeah.
Springtime, obviously, you're sight fishing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you catch them just like anywhere else when they transition. You're up on the point certain times of the year. I mean, certain times of the year you're catching them in 6 inches, a foot of water, and then other times of the year you're in 16, 18 foot. I mean, the deepest part of our lake's only like 40 foot anyway, and that's just the river channel. And I don't know if I've ever seen anybody bass fishing on the main river channel. So, I mean, the deepest we normally fish is 18, 20 feet, but most of the time it's 12 to 14 or 3 to 4. So but I mean, there's really nothing that they won't hit. I mean,
I've got to imagine there's some monsters down there at the 40 feet level, though.
I don't know. Like I said, it's over by our lake record right now is 14 and a half. And I've seen just this year alone, there's been at least 10 or 12 10 plus double digits caught out of
it's
that.
crazy.
Dude, I'd be hard pressed not to like Carolina rig that just deep.
A lot of people do. I absolutely hate Carolina rig.
I do too, but I that's what I imagine when I think that.
Oh yeah, and that's why I me and my one partner we're the same. We're both slinging for the fences. I'd rather make 10,000 casts with crankbait than 5 with Carolina rig.
Yeah,
that's just me. But my other partner, we work well together. I'll be in the front of the boat swinging for the fences, and he's in the back just slow walking them. So, but Carolina rig does work well up there. Me personally, I'm not a Carolina rig fisherman. I feel like I miss more fish than I catch. That's just me being honest. I mean, same thing with a jig. I'm not a jig fisherman. And you hand me a piece of tungsten and a clipping hook and a skunk ape or something, and I'll sit there and flip with the best of them, but you hand me a 1 ounce jig and here, go flip this mat. I'm not very good at it. So.
Yeah. Is it a mental confidence thing, you think?
I think it's all mental. Because like I said, you fish it basically. I'm fishing it the same way. It's the same exact reaction.
It's just not a jig.
It's funny. I threw a chatterbait for 4 years and never caught a fish on it. Now I throw a chatterbait every single time I go fishing, and if I don't catch a fish on it, I'm like, what happened? There was a period. I remember the first time. I mean, I threw it for it seemed like a year and a half straight, and then one day I picked it up, threw it, caught 4 fish, weighed 17 pounds, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna start throwing this chatterbait. So
That's crazy. Seminole hard jerkbait lake in Florida. Oh yeah, dude, I throw a jerkbait year round. I get risky with my stuff, dude.
Is that Dave? Because I know you didn't comment that. No, the one above that. Who are you kidding, Andrew? You be fishing drop shot.
oh,
I would.
Is Dave on here?
He's
It's
probably.
gotta be Dave.
He's probably. Now listen.
He disguised himself as
I
Mexican.
would fish drop shot, and I'll tell you why I would fish drop shot, because I've got my signature rig now.
God.
Oh my gosh.
But we'll get that's another topic for another day.
Trust me,
That's like a 5-part episode.
It's
we can get into the
it's like
mechanics, the history.
It's like a mini series that.
yeah. You
Like
just
watching-
take that one on your own, Andrew. I don't want to be no part of that.
I thought you were going to interview me, Joe. I thought it was going to be
you should
good.
have seen.
No.
I know what my face looked like when he sent the group chat with me and David and Brad Wiley. He sends this thing and he's like, "I'm gonna try this."
He's like, look at this.
I'm like,
The heck is
dude,
that?
it's not even tied on there. He had 2 bobber stoppers, a hook, and then one of the clip-on drop shot weights. He's like, it's not going anywhere. I said, yeah, until you catch a fish and he goes straight down. So he's like, give me 5 minutes. He come back with like a hot glue gun and bedazzled it. What's he do? He goes out into a stocked pond and catches a fish, and now it's the latest and greatest
It's
drop
the
shot
best.
bait on the planet. Look for it at ICAST 2022.
Yeah. Come stop by the drop shot booth with Andrew.
It's the best friend now. Oh man.
You can't see.
No,
No, we can't see you.
For once, Dave. For once. It's hard to miss in a room.
No, that list kind of threw me for a loop, man. I wasn't expecting it to line up that way. I thought there'd be some more Florida lakes on there for sure.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm surprised he didn't
Like-
make the top 10. Fellsmere should have made the top 10.
At least top 3, right? Do we all agree there?
What did you just say?
I'd never even heard of it till I went down there.
Oh, okay. I thought he said he never even heard. I was like, wait a
Well,
second.
yeah, we do business with Pillsbury Jack.
I said, whoa.
I know where it's at. I
What?
just never heard of it until we went down there.
No, that lake is beautiful. And then they say the average is, 3 pounds? But I disagree. I think it's higher. I think it's closer to 4.
We've got a guy for Bass Assassin down there that's putting up like an average of 5 to 6 for his clients.
Yeah.
Like it's money.
Yeah, that lake is beautiful. Beautiful. I want to go back, man. I wish I lived there. I wish I was freaking JT and I could
Supposed
go
to make
there.
a trip in the next week or two.
I've never been. I want to go.
Oh, it's beautiful. You'd love it.
It's a place to be, man. Not only that, like if you do go down there, there's a shop not far from the entrance to that dirt road that goes down to Fellsmere. You've got Fellsmere Outdoor Adventures with Pat and Jackie, and those 2 people, 2 of the greatest people to ever meet. But they've got a good shop, well stocked.
Yeah. Good selection of stuff too. That'll get you bit out there. And I mean, they're biting everything. You could. I took one out there who doesn't really, get out on boats much, and man, he had a great day. He just wacky rigged a fat job all day long, and his average was probably 5-6 pounds. Maybe caught like 10 to 13 fish over 5. Just a great time. Just a great wacky rigging, dude.
In that top 10, Lake Fork is ranked number 1.
That's where we're going next year for the beach bosses.
Yeah, I've fished Lake Fork once, and like it sucks because like, mind you, we were in kayaks and we were down. Yeah, we were down near Gunner, and we wanted to go all the way around, and we weren't paddling up, so you had to drive, and it just took forever.
Oh man. Maybe it's like you got to fish them. Like I don't know. I've only fished lakes in Florida, so maybe I'm being a little bit biased there when I say that. But
I want to go there and fish the Delta.
I want to fish the Delta. I just don't want to go to California.
I know.
oh yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, can they? Well, they should.
There's probably too many regulate. Our boats probably aren't legal.
Right.
Doesn't allow fish oil.
Santee Cooper. Let me bring this up on the screen.
Yeah, I was gonna say put it up because I don't want to keep looking off the screen, but
Yeah. No, we've got. Let's see here.
I got some bad weather up here, so my connection's acting a little funky.
No, you're good. So you got Lake Fork. It is a beautiful lake. There's a lot of good fish in there. A lot of good fish. It's one of the few places in Texas that I've actually been able to go to. Sam Rayburn being another one. Sam Rayburn's crazy.
Yeah.
Then you got the Delta, California. You've got Santee Cooper. Now, Santee is like the worst place in South Carolina to drive through, especially if you're on 9. I've made the drive. Yeah, I've made the drive from Florida to New Jersey like probably like at least 20 times in my life, and I have 6 tickets in Santee.
What?
Okay.
What are they doing, bro? Just like waiting for y'all to cruise on by?
Yeah. Are they waiting on you? Like, oh, here he comes again, boys.
Yeah. I've got 6 tickets there. I'll never go back.
Did you see what
St. Lawrence River?
You see Jacob Wheeler?
Oh, dude. Yeah. No, that was nuts. That was nuts. So it was like record weights everywhere.
Yeah, first 2 days he's got 270 something pounds in 2 days.
Right. No, he had 60 fish for like
69 pounds.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just like a blowout either. Like there was like people with 150, 120.
Like everybody was slaying. Yeah.
Still, like to catch that many fish, it should be illegal. Like you gotta cut it off at some point. Save some for the rest of
it.
it.
I'm going to Oneida in like a month. So
Clear Lake. Clear Lake seems interesting. I've heard good things about it, but I've also heard really bad things.
Bait.
Yeah, the big glide bait.
Yeah, that's where those they throw them big glides.
$400 glide.
Sam Rayburn did. I didn't even know that. Sam Rayburn. So this is cool. Like you fish it from a boat, it's probably a different experience. When you're fishing it from a kayak, you're like sitting at the top of treetops. It's just so different because you look over the side and you just see down, and it's like the tree still grows. It's like it's alive. It's weird. But yeah, no, that's a wild lake. I've seen some fish come up out of there that have their eyeballs like literally just outside of their head.
Bulging, yeah.
Yeah. Dang. St. Clair, never been that far north.
Me neither. No clue.
Dave, being a Michigan guy, should have been doing it.
I'm sure Dave's fished it. I know that thing gets rough.
And it's number 7 too. That's crazy.
Jordan Lake. Never fished there. The only lake I fished here is Mooresville. What is that? Lake Murray? No. Yes? Is it Murray? I don't know. It's somewhere over there. I'm sure that's a good lake, though. Carolina lakes are generally pretty good.
Yeah.
Then you've got Old Ivy. That's where they just had that one deal.
There's a guy on that lake. He's caught 3 of the whatever Texas jumbo lunker has to be 14 pounds plus. He caught 2 either in the same day or back-to-back days. He was crappie fishing with Panoptics and saw this fish on the bed. He took an Alabama rig and flipped it over there. When it landed on top of the rig, she swallowed it. One was 14 something, one was 15 something. We caught them back to back. He's caught 3 of the 7, whatever their Texas super record fish is in the last year.
That's insane.
That's crazy, dude.
And then rounding out the top 10, you got Pickwick. So
where are we at, man? What's going on?
Pickwick. We're in the southeast, man. That's
yeah.
And, dude, I'm surprised it's not up there. I mean, generally, when you think about the big 3, you think Florida, Texas, California, and
we don't have a single freaking
Texas,
one.
California got plenty of notoriety in this, and then it went to the Carolinas for the most part.
But I also feel like they need to put this off as smallmouth and largemouth lakes too, because if you said, hey, you can pick anywhere. You want to go to Okeechobee or St. Clair to catch largemouth, and no one's going to want to go to St. Clair.
Right.
People in Okeechobee want to go to St. Clair because they don't have smallmouth before.
Yeah.
That is true.
No, I love. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, I was going to say, I guess it's tough to actually rank them. You know, like JB was saying, like depending on what you're going for, right?
Well, that's just it. I mean, how do you? You know, but I love this. Like, pay attention to this. Santee Cooper's got picture of water and trees, cypress, all that. It looks really nice. When you go down to Jordan Lake, you see the water. It's really nice. You go down to Pickwick, it's water. You see people fishing. Then you get to Fellsmere, and you're looking at the bank. like who picked these photos?
Looks like a flooded river culvert pipe.
I think that's a little like cutoff I took a piss on, like, so I can get away from everybody. Like, like where is that?
Oh
Like,
man,
if it doesn't rain, that is not even a lake.
right?
It's not. It's a swamp. Dude.
They gave everybody these great pictures of the 2 Florida ones. They were like, "Oh, here's some lily pads and a rain cloud." We'll
Yeah, like
slap it on.
we're only missing white caps, guys. We're only missing white caps.
Yeah, that's
You know, like scenic photos, like that are like gorgeous. Look, this is Florida.
Oh, that's
Here's
definitely
Florida.
Yep,
Rock.
just straight lily pads.
We're gonna
Yeah.
just gonna
You
guess
get
it by the
Lake
photo.
Seminole, it's gonna be
You
nothing
got-
but sand gnats
well-
and yellow flies. Oh, that's Florida. See palm trees.
Yeah, and we're sitting on the dike at least at this point. Looking out to the water.
Stick marsh is the only one that didn't show you sticks.
yeah. Like, what the heck?
Very strange.
Coontail and pads.
Oh man,
That's Florida.
yeah.
They could have did better. They could have did better.
Could have done better. Yeah.
Okeechobee, brown. Congratulations. FDR.
That is Okeechobee, though. I mean, that's Okeechobee right there in the snapshot.
Beautiful laydowns. Like, what is going on here?
Okeechobee's that one guy in the neighborhood who refuses to water his lawn.
Yeah.
Always brown, no matter what.
Osprey.
I was gonna say that's Seminole.
Osprey.
Do you know that tree?
I do know that.
Yeah.
That's in the Spring Creek.
That's his homie. He knows that bird.
Probably tell you the waypoint on that one.
On a rock.
Dang, bro. They got like a nice sunset.
Ross Barnett. So
See, I was told Ross Barnett was horrible. Brock lives up there.
yeah, so Dwayne Wally from Tourney X, he frequents that area a lot. One of his good buddies, Brad. Why can't I remember his last name? I'm gonna get slapped for that one.
Okay.
No, not our Brad.
I was gonna say, how dare you?
Right.
To say, how do you say that?
Dude, he got third place in the Bassmaster Classic thing for the kayaks. Oh man, but he lives up that way in Mississippi, and Ross Barnett. We went there for one of our kayak events, and I had a buddy who decided he was going to slide down one of the hills in his kayak to try to get into the water. Didn't work out.
Okay.
Ferguson, that looks cool. I would like to fish that.
Hey, where was that bag caught? That I think I sent it to you and Dave, Andrew. It was like,
Wait,
was
which
like
bag?
Missouri or something? Or did you send it to us? Or
No, I sent it the Oklahoma bag.
yeah, out of nowhere.
Guy caught like what, 49 pounds.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, what is going on here?
Well, that dude did that this year on Rayburn. He had 5 fish for 49 pounds, and I think second place was like 22.
That's insane.
Good Lord. I don't know, man. You know, at the end of the day, I think you do have to categorize it by fish because we could be talking about this shellcracker lake.
Yeah, I mean, that's like saying, oh, the Gulf's the best for saltwater fishing. Well, not if you're trying to catch bluefin tuna. We don't have them.
yeah.
Right.
It's great
And
for
there's-
crab. It's not good for Appelia crab, so they need to.
I guess it's a very hard thing to do now that we're talking about it. Not because how many other lakes that I don't know. I feel like even some of the Florida lakes. I know lakes where I could consistently put up like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
all year round. You know.
Oh Lord, shots fired here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, no, it's a fact.
Preach.
That's a fact. No, so
No, we'll just keep spraying and wondering why our fish have syphilis down the side of them and 3 eyeballs. Like,
Just don't touch it and you'll be all right.
or
maybe-
bonus points. The more spots, the better. That's how it is on redfish, right?
didn't they just say Okeechobee was like so nasty and that's what, like, I just read an article on it.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting to the point where they keep putting that chemical in it where you're not even going to be able to touch the water anymore.
It's a scare tactic. Really, fishing's really good right now, from what I hear and what I see. I mean, I've seen Justin Morgan down there just crushing it. You okay then? All right.
You don't remember that guy? That's it. He's like, he walks into a dealership and he's like kicking the tire on the cars.
Oh, Ed
Ed
Bassmaster.
Bassmaster. Yeah.
Oh, Chip. Chip. What's his name?
God, what is his name?
Would you look at that?
Just
Would you look at that?
Would you just look at
Yeah, that guy
Chip Diamond. They said,
Yeah.
cracks me up. 25
See
pounds.
the one where they had the
Walk off.
men's stuff with him as well.
yeah,
I think that was
it's the
gold.
guy from Sausage Castle.
What is his name?
Which
I'm not
one?
gonna be able to sleep until I know what his name is. Chip something.
Chip Diamond.
Chip Diamond. Chip freaking Diamond.
Yeah, it's Ed Bassmaster's one of his characters.
No, that guy's hilarious.
No, I think Okeechobee's still hitting pretty good. Now, has it been better? Absolutely. You know, has it been better?
Everywhere in Florida.
Yeah, but
I mean, you used to not be able to go to Kissimmee without bringing in at least an 8.
yeah.
That was Falcon and then on that list.
Falcon, yeah.
I think they might have took other things into consideration, like scenery and vacation and tourism.
Well, they got that lake up in Jacksonville, that circular lake. What is that called? It's like a perfect circle, and that's like where out of the 10, 15 plus pound bass that have come in, like 5 or 6 of them have come from there. It's like a deep lake. Half of it's on a military base, half of it's residential.
Really?
Yeah,
And you can access it? Like it's accessible?
you can access it if you have a military ID.
Interesting. That's
Yeah,
the
well,
only possible way to get on that lake?
Yeah, their fish on the sub comes up. Sir, I'm gonna need you to put that fish on.
You got a submarine? They got a submarine going in there? Oh, man.
Come up like, what are you flipping at? Like that periscope? Don't you see it?
Bro, flip toward the periscope. It's cool
big
around
one.
there.
No,
Oh, man.
No.
I'd like to get on that lake. How do we do this, Andrew?
yeah, no. I'll know what it's called when I hear it.
I'll pay one of the homeowners to get on there.
Lake Round. I'm just searching. Kingsley Lake. It's literally a circle. It looks like a
Was it like a
minefield,
bomb that went off and they
right?
filled
Is
it
it
with
like
water?
is it just deep and clear? Is that I would assume?
Right. It was
sinkhole that filled with water.
Yeah, or like a spring-fed sinkhole or something. Or
It's got to be. But so like the whole idea is everybody says that you're supposed to just troll it. Basically, just troll it, which kills it for me because there's
That's
like
tough,
no
man.
major structure or anything down there or something like that.
I just thought big ass deep.
Here's your drop shot, buddy.
Yeah, no, your drop shot, dude.
Let her eat. Let her eat.
We'll
kid,
call
let
it
her
the
eat.
Kingsley drop shot. I'm game. We'll have a secondary series for that one because
You'll
probably
have
have a little heavier weight. You know, specialized weight.
We'll start it on the drop shot tournament series.
Oh my gosh! Now, have you thrown your rig since?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
have
yeah.
you had a chance to fish? Yeah. Have you been catching on it?
Oh, I ran out of little skunk apes. Ran out of little skunk apes. Walked through the whole bag like it was nothing.
That just cracks me up even more that your drop shot was a skunk ape.
Okay. Yeah. When I seen it, I was like, "What is this?"
I don't know what it is. I've tried a trick worm. I've literally tried everything. I caught one on a Zoom speed worm the other day. My son had one, and I didn't have any other worms with me, and I had lost my skunk ape. So I took one of his speed worms, and I bit off the head because he had it all jacked up. I put it on there, and I was just walking it across. Boom.
That's what I've been jacking them on recently.
I can't.
Is that the RSB? Yes.
Oh yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see.
Now, bring that closer to the camera. Is that the first one? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
new one's got a bigger split in the tail.
The new
Yeah.
one runs nice. Now, I
I'm
see
just
that you have
running
that
out
tail
of these.
down.
What's
Why do
that?
you have that tail down.
No, I have it that way.
It's sideways. Oh, you were just holding it.
I'm just holding it.
Yeah. No, it's got an awesome wobble when it's like that.
Dude, yeah, it's like a swim bait. Like I do a lot with this, and I got that little 1/16 flat out up there with the 5/0 flipping vector mayhem. You know,
Yeah.
dude, just lean into them, bro. 25-pound. Dude, I'm throwing this through pads, everything, bro. And that hook keeper, JB, money.
What size weight is that on there? Like a 1/16?
1/16, just to keep it below. Just to keep it below. I almost wake it. I throw far and move fast. I don't have time. I got 3 hours, 6 to 9. I got to get it done. So I got to cover water, find them, and then I'll slow down and pitch a skunk ape around or a worm or something. But
I hear you.
I cast and wind and catch big. I mean,
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, listen, I don't mean to cut it short,
no, it's good.
but we got stuff we got to do. I want to know. You think that Talquin's the best lake in Florida?
Well, no, I don't think it's the best lake.
What do you
in
think?
Florida.
The best
I just live on it, so it's great to see.
But I can't see. I haven't seen another lake put up those numbers consistently.
I mean, I don't fish a lot down here because I don't have time to travel down here, and I moved off for a while. So I mean, my main areas is obviously Talquin, Seminole. So it's hard for me to get in the car and drive 4 hours to go fishing when I know that I can within 35 seconds leaving my house, I can be on Talquin, or 30 minutes, I can be on Seminole, and have the potential that every single time I cast, catch a 10-pounder or catch a 25, 30, 40-pound bass. Not saying that it happens all the time. I mean, you can go out there and not catch a single fish. I mean, that's fishing. But, I mean, with technology and everything, I mean, the lake sets up that if you know how to use your equipment and you know what you're doing, and trust me, I'm learning stuff every day because, I mean, that's why I like fishing as a co-angler up there a lot, because I get to go get on the back of these guys' boats and watch all their fancy stuff and learn from them. So,
absolutely.
No, that's another topic for another day, but I want to get into that because I think everybody's got this aspiration that they just want the front of the boat, but the amount of information and knowledge that you can gain by being on the back of the boat for a whole season or two.
Not only that, no, I mean, it's one of those things. I get it. You know, everybody wants to be at the front of the boat. Well, if you want to be at the front of the boat, go drop $95,000 and you can
say go buy yourself a boat.
But you know, there's times that, yes, the front of the boat is key. Certain times of the year, obviously, if we're bed fishing, you don't want to be a co-angler when I'm bed fishing because it is what it is. You know, and people have to understand that, you know, the guy in the back of the boat spent $200. The guy in the front of the boat spent $2,000. So, you know, you have to take that into consideration. But do you know how much more, especially when you're fishing a team tournament? I don't want the front of the boat. You sit up there and fight the wind and the trolling motor and the spot lock and all that. I'm going to sit right back here and go, oh, I'm hung. Can you get me? Yep. All right, thanks. Yep. Oh, stuck again.
Dude, that's how my partner does me, bro. When it's windy and stuff, he's like, you can take the front today. I'm like, no, thanks, bro. Thanks. When I want the front, it's nice and calm. You're up there chilling. Man.
And I can't lie. I mean, I've caught just as many fish from behind somebody. You know, I mean, if you're up there throwing a square bill and not catch it, why would I throw the same thing behind you?
Exactly.
I'm behind you with a worm or something, and try to pick them off. And don't get me wrong, there's times at the back of the boat I've never caught anything, and then there's times that I've won the tournament from the back of the boat, and the guy in front of the boat's like, I don't know what's
going on. Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with your partner and how well you think you guys are. As a co-angler, it's a little bit different story, but I've been fishing with my partner for going on 5 years now, and we don't even need to speak. Like, we just move and it happens, and we know what to do and what he's doing and what I need to be doing, and it works. It works for us. So
that's how my partner back home is. It's God, it's a good one. Yeah, 5 pounds. No, all right. Well, then you
just keep on going.
You ain't up 5 pounds at boat flipping.
Yeah. My partner doesn't even have to say a word. I know when to get the net just based on his grunts or I'm like, yep, that's a net one. 2 is get a net. If you don't hear anything, just let it go until he twice.
Yeah. If he goes from here to who? All you hear is drop the rod, and I'm standing there. I'm ready. So.
Oh, man. But I know you guys got a lot of work to do. JB, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Awesome freaking hooks. If you don't have them, get them. Lake Placid has them now. You got to pick them up. They're some of the sharpest hooks I've ever fished with, and definitely something I'm utilizing as we speak. And it's pegging them for sure.
We got a lot more stuff coming out, and we're actually tweaking that flipping hook a little bit to make it even better for maybe we can start getting some of these Florida lakes back on the top 10 list after we tweak this.
Oh, yeah. I think we can, especially with these guys right here.
Plus, I'll give you guys a little inside tip. That same exact hook, take the bait keeper off of it, and you'll start seeing that style of hook and some chatterbaits coming near you.
Ooh. Before we go, we have our fact checker here. He's got a lot of info.
Oh, Mixon knows.
Oh. Aha. Thank you, Mixon. This guy is full of knowledge. He's like an encyclopedia.
No, he is.
I like it.
Thanks, Andrew.
He is.
Not you, Cameron. He's not.
Thanks, Drew, man. That's awesome.
But all right, guys, we got to get out of here. I know you got a lot of work to do, Andrew. A lot of work to do, JB. Till late, what, 8:30 again? We're going to go live again.
8:30. With
Talk more stuff about Okeechobee.
Yeah, well, Mike Krause, Okeechobee Fishing Headquarters, and we'll
We'll chat it up again.
how it's been.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.